You are live.
I'm live.
Yes.
Okay. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Harsh Talk. My name is Baba Khorasani, and you're watching the Harsh Talk from Berlin, Germany. Right, 2 years ago, the Afghanistan Khorasan government was submitted to the Taliban, and Ashraf Ghani, the Afghan president, fled from the country, and he has submitted the country to his tribe. In the meanwhile, a lot of people in Khorasan have lost their hope, and they try to skip the country. The reason is clear: ignorance, illiteracy, barbarism, and tyranny. Someone who was born in Panjshir and raised in Panjshir, now who is living in London, United Kingdom, called Abdul Ali Fayek, tried to give hope for the people to fight for their rights and stand for their identity and culture. He has lately established a government in exile called the United States of Khorasan. Today in the Harsh Talk, he is my guest, and you will be watching us live. Mr. Abdul Ali Fayek, thank you very much for your time.
Absolutely. I'm all yours, sir.
Mr. Abdul Ali Fayek, who are you?
Yes, my name is Abdul Ali Fayek. My background is a social media expertise, and as you said, I was born in Panjshir, but I brought up in Kabul. So I got my first degree from Libya. I studied in Libya Arabic language and Islamic studies, and I got my second degree from Kingston, and I studied Great Britain history from 17th century to Golden Brown period. Then I got my master's from London University. I studied international relations and politics. Then in 2021, I graduated from Oxford, where I study entrepreneurship, leadership, and management. So I'm here.
Mr. Fayek, where did this idea exactly come to your mind? United States of Khorasan.
United States of Khorasan basically is a concept. It's a government in exile. It has been a long time before. It's not our idea, but it has been so long from Badakhshi period until so many other, intellectual and politicians. So when the Taliban came to the power, so we decide to make a government in exile and deal with people across the world, our people who are living abroad or who are living outside Khorasan. So that is why we sit with a lot of intellectual politicians, and most of them are well educated from Oxford, from Harvard, from London School of Economy, from King's. So these are all, most of them are educated. So that is why in September 2022, we created this government that's called the United States of Khorasan and Government in Exile.
Cool. Are you physically present inside Khorasan, or you have your government only in the United Kingdom?
Basically, that is exactly what it means. It means government in exile. We don't have any geographical location inside Khorasan. So that's why we formulated this government outside of Khorasan, not only in the United Kingdom, but across the world. So we have Khorasan warriors, that's a military section, and North Khorasan. However, but we don't have a tangible geographical location that we do our proactivity. So this is the aim that we will very, very soon to enter Khorasan once again. And that is our political proactivity and our going on. And we have a lot of activities so far. So this is the aim that we will enter Khorasan anytime soon.
May we know what kind of government is your government? Is it a federal government or is it a democratic government? What kind of structure have you made for your country?
Right. So, United States of Khorasan precisely is a federal system, but more precisely, it's called confederation. So, confederation is a little divergent from the federal system, but we are modeling the system of Switzerland. So, I traveled in Switzerland 2019. So, I had two academic articles regarding the political setup of Switzerland and also the cons and pros of Switzerland. But we found it so relevant and so suitable to us. So that's why we set and we did our due diligence as well as our research, and we have expertise on the field. And Switzerland, there's they study there and they are living there. They are Swiss citizens. So our political setup is a federal system, and so that is why Swiss political system is unique. It is sometimes very harsh to be duplicated, but once it's duplicated, it works appropriately. So this is very suitable for us because we are in Khorasan different ethnicities. So we have Tajik, Uzbek, Hazara, Aymak, Baluch, Nuristani, Afghan, and so on and so forth. And the same is going to Swiss. Switzerland has, 24 canton. We call it boroughs. So that's why they have 4 flags, 26, 20, 24 flags, and also one that the umbrella one, and also they have 4 languages. So exactly what is going on in Khorasan is similar. So that's why we want to duplicate that system to Khorasan.
Would you mind telling our viewers and audience about the flag right behind you? What kind of flag is that? What's the history behind this flag?
This is basically, it's called Kawiani flag. Kawiani flag or Kawi Ahangar flag has a longevity in our history. So the glory and beauty of this flag is absolutely next level. So people, if they want to know about Kawiani flag and they go to Scholar Google and they do their due diligence, and they will find something miraculous. So basically, this flag represent all our ethnicity in Khorasan. So this is represent Uzbek, Hazara, Tajik, Aymak, Baluch, even the Khorasani Christian and Jewish, and also Hindu and Sikh. So it is not merely for Tajiks or Persian speaker. However, it is for all people who are living there or they live in Khorasan. So the red color is a protection, basically. It's protect our sovereignty, our borders, and this is the protection of our nations. But you can see the yellow. Yellow means enlightenment. So enlightenment and education enhancement and improvement. So that is dedicated to educations and innovations and so on and so forth. And also the purple. The purple is basically about unifications, unity, and it's about all, one nation, one unit. So this is all the colors means, but has a long historical background, and is for Kawa. Kawa Ahengar is a epic personality in our history that he basically stood against the Hawk. The Hawk was another character like Mullah Omar or Hebbatullah. He was a pure terrorist on that time. So he was killing, butchering, and also torturing people. So Kawa Ahangar, stood against that tyranny and dictatorship, and also so he basically destroyed. He killed the Hawk on that time. So that's why he hoisted this flag, and from that period of time, people call it Derafshe Kawe Ahangar or Kawyani flags.
It had a very nice meaning. I thought you have taken your aspiration from Germany because Germany has a black color, and then it will be their flag. So it has a very
I think
meaningful
Amanullah
thought.
Khan, he basically, stole the concept of flag from Germany. German has a beautiful, beautiful flag, and of course, Germany is a beautiful country, and I love your country anyhow. I love and our federal system is, that's what we impressed, and to be very honest, that we study, your federal system about 16 states in Germany, that inspire us in a sense. Yeah, yeah.
Uh, my question is actually in regards to your country, United States of Khorasan. You have made a very big sparkle on social media and everywhere your voice is heard, really loudly. Actually, you have created some identity cards that over 1,000 people were claiming that they are having these identity cards and they are representing from a country which doesn't exist. What is the story behind the identity cards, and how many people have taken these identity cards?
Yes, when we're talking about nation states, about government, a frisky and dynamic government. So the government has so many others, accessories that we created. For example, we have symbols and we have flags, we have note banks, and we have identity cards. So we are working on passport, but we don't have a geographical location. So that's why we postpone this process. Having said that, the identity card is a must, it's a necessity for our citizen. So when we apply for United Nations for recognition of United States of Khorasan, but we need to take legitimacy not from United Kingdom, not from
Mhm.
Great Britain, not from America, not from United States, UN. We are getting our legitimacy from the people, from the citizen who are scattering across the world. So that's why we brought this idea that we have to generate for them identity cards that is online, uskhorasan.org. So you can apply, it's based on your consent. Of course, you fill that applications, and there's a very harsh review, and data protection is on intact indeed. So we nearly,
Actually, sorry for the interruption. Actually, I've seen that sample of your identity card. It's really standardized and it's really modern and it's
yeah.
really beautifully designed with standards of it's like standardly designed, globally designed. It's the same like identity cards of the United States or Germany or other European country.
Yes.
How could you make it?
Yeah, we basically we have designer, and we did a lot of research in this
So
regard.
it's not only you that you're making everything and you're responsible, and you say that the work is divided.
Absolutely, we have a lot of
You are not
lawyer.
yourself, but you're a team.
Absolutely. The United States of Khorasan has hundred people across the world, and we have lawyers in the United States of America, and we have lawyer here in Great Britain, we have in Germany, and also around, and we have in Australia and Canada as well. So many places. We have a lot of you know that people are expelled from Khorasan, and
Right.
they are living everywhere. It's not one man effort, it is basically a collective effort that we create this amazing, vibrant, and dynamic government which is working or functioning magnificently.
Can you tell us how many people have recently received their identity cards
Basically, it's
from
nearly
United States of Khorasan?
24,000 people. They
24,000 people.
yes,
Are they
24,000
only
people.
Tajiks?
No, no, at all. No, 900 people they got from south of Khorasan.
Did
More
the Afghans or Pashtuns have
Yes, yes,
all?
Afghans, of course. Afghans got, yeah, that's when I'm talking about Pashtun. Pashtun is the equation of Afghan, Afghan is the equation of Pashtun. So Pashtun is a new phenomenon, but Afghan is an old, terminology.
Have they also applied for the identity cards and they have
900
received
people.
it?
Yes, they receive it because we have charts and we have deviations, and also we have a lot of charts, and we display it in our social media, and you can see it in our Facebook and other social utilities that how many people, where, which language, and even our Jewish, and our Christian Khorasani and our Hindu and Sikh, they also apply for. Because we give chance for all Khorasani, regardless of their background and sex and genders.
It's almost a year, and what is the people's reaction and feedback about your country and about the identity cards? How was the people's reaction actually?
I think you receive a call. I can't see your picture, but I can hear. It's fine. Just we carry on like this. Anyhow, about the reaction was very harsh indeed. So when you create a new idea and there is antagonizations, and there's a lot of refusal and rejection, it's very normal. Particularly in a patrimonial system like us. It is very normal for us, and our expectation was very low when we created United States of Khorasan, because this is the first time that we deconstruct traditionalism and tribalism and Afghanism. It was very harsh and intense, but by the time we did well. We managed everything well, and we did a very positive and a very rational talk, and slowly but surely we brought a lot of enlightenment and a lot of awareness for our people, and the name has been accepted on the spot. There's no rejection for Khorasan, no, but there were a few things about the flags and a few things about banknotes, the names. There were some a little issues, but anyhow we maintain it, and still, and people are they have doubt, they have questions, and they have a lot of concern, but it is fine. We are here, and we deal with it.
Right. You have my picture there because it's paused in my side. You have my picture there.
No, I don't have your picture, but it's fine. Carry on. Don't worry.
I don't know.
I can hear you perfectly.
It's a technical problem or something because I don't have the picture here and the camera is off.
Yeah, can you see me?
I can see you. Yeah, my
fine.
picture is off.
That's fine.
All right. When was the last time you were physically present in Khorasan?
2017.
2017. What were you doing there?
2017, basically, I went there, and I was going regular for teaching, for training, and I was part of universities. And then in 2019, we created something called Mastermind Digital Agency. That was an online system and through Zoom, and we were training institutions and university across Khorasan. And we had a little deal with USA. So that's why we're training about mindset, about leadership, and about management and political setups. So my proactivity was purely based on education. So I was training our people, and we had, a lot of now well-educated and well-built students across the world, and still they have contact with me, and still they are part of, United States of Khorasan and part of Khorasan International as well. So 2017 was the last time I visit that country, my country, Khorasan, and soon we will visit again.
All right. In regards to your country, United States of Khorasan, have you ever tried to get in contact with United Nations, with England, where you're living, with the United States, or any other European country?
Well, we basically draft 6.5 page, and we wrote to United Nations official letter, and that has been sent from Washington, D.C., from one of our lobbyists, Mr. Sharifi. So the process is going on that we seek legitimacy, and we have to be registered as a proper government, as a legitimate government, like any other government across the world, because there's no Afghanistan. Afghanistan has become obsolete. There's no Afghanistan at all. So that's why we, United States of Khorasan and Himarat Afghani, and which is dominated by Taliban. So there are two entities basically going on neck to neck. So yes, we had contact with United Nations, and the process is going on. About the host countries, London once upon a time was the core or the hub of exile government, and they hosted a lot of government in the past. So they have a glorious history about protecting people and also government in exile. And for other regional and government personality, I can say, or institutions or entities, yes, we spoke particularly with Iranian both in exile, Iranian and government. So they question us, what is this United States of Khorasan? And Tajikistan government as well, they ask because of the Russia. So Russia, they have their concern. Yes, we had talk with few people and institutions and entities, and talk is going on. It's just the beginning of the beginning. It's not the end of the beginning.
Mm-hmm. When it comes to resistance and standing against the barbaric regime of the Afghan tribe, and the question comes regarding not resistance front. Ahmad Shah Massoud, late Ahmad Shah Massoud, Commander Massoud's son, Ahmad Massoud, is leading the not resistance front. And they're also fighting against our values, and they're trying to bring peace and stability in the country. Have you ever tried to talk with Ahmad Massoud, or has he ever tried to reach you out?
Ahmad Massoud, the last we spoke to, it was in North Acton. It's called DoubleTree by Hilton. It's a hotel. And but it was a very simple talk, and just normal talk, because that time Taliban didn't occupy our beloved country Khorasan. So, but I meet him few other times in London as well, and we spoke about our history and glory. This guy is very enthusiastic and very profound about Persian language and about poetries and so on and so forth.
Exactly like his father.
Yeah, yes. I think he's very, very keen and very profound. That was one of his points. But anyhow, recently, not really. And the last time I want to, launch our government and other political proactivity in 2021, but he was very engaged. He was emotionally, psychologically, and physically was very engaged. However, but other ranks and other commanders, military units and personalities and other politicians and resistant Jabhat Muqamat, of course, they are in very close contact with me. This morning, I spoke with one of the top leader of Jabhat Muqamat, and there are great news indeed. You know that more than 17, places in northeast of Khorasan, there's a war against Taliban. And there are a few good news as well from there. So because people now understood, the nasty and ugly face of Taliban, so people are now uprising against them to expel them and to kick them out of our beloved country.
A lady from Khorasan has questioned me. She has written me to question you, actually, that why are you against the Afghanistan flag and the national anthem?
Okay, first of all, we don't have something called national. national is a very, very misleading, terminology which is being used in Khorasan. So we don't have any national or nationality or citizenship or nationhood at all. These are just words being used to mislead people. So that's why if we say we have national unity or nationality, it means we need to respect and protect, the national treasure, which is flags, which is symbols, which is other entities, with other, but flag of what do you call it? I don't believe in Afghanistan. There's no Afghanistan, so we believe in Khorasan. That's our country. But what you say about Afghanistan flag, that become obsolete. There's no flag at all. Only one flag is there, which is called flag of Himarat Afghani. But we have flag of Qaldiani. So it's become part of history, obsolete, in period. So there's nothing there I respect. There's nothing. This flag is not belonging anymore to our history. And also national anthem, that's not in my language. That's in Pashto or Pakhto or Afghani language. Completely divergent. I don't know this language. So it is not national anthem. It is a tribal anthem, which has been, formulated and designed for people they are living now. I don't know this language. Due to respect, it should be musical or should be at least in Persian language, because Persian language, that every individual, at least the overwhelming majority of people in Khorasan, they speak in Farsi. Why national anthem is not in Farsi? Let me to produce some factual from the history. Like Ahmad Khan Abdali, when he came to power in Khorasan, when he immigrated to Khorasan, to our land, and he spoke in my language, Persian, and also all his bureaucracy was in my language. So that's why until Amir Abdurrahman Khan, until Zahir Shah, his family was speaking my language, Farsi. So this is a jingoistic approach they got, and that's why we refuse this national anthem and this flag. This is not belonging to us. There's no sense of belonging to these symbols, which is purely belonging to one tribe, which is called Afghan. Period.
Based on your negative thoughts and pessimism against their flag and anthem, it's obvious that Taliban loves you a lot. Have they ever tried to reach you out? After you have established the United States of Khorasan, did the Taliban try to reach you out and talk to you or to negotiate with you regarding to your government or regarding to your programs that you're launching to wise people to raise wisdom? Have they tried to reach you out?
To be honest, I might be one of the legitimate targets for Taliban because
it's obvious because you're turning against them. You should be one of their targets.
I have been basically fighting Taliban in the past of 27 years on a perpetual fashion, non-stop. So that's why they have a right to.
But the question is, have they tried? Have they tried to reach you out?
There are a few personalities.
Or are they still trying to reach you out, to talk to you, to negotiate to you, or to join their government?
Not really, not directly, no. But there are few, I can say one or two very high personalities. I don't want to mention their names. I want to be synonymous. But these two gentlemen, they basically, I can say they approach, not directly, not indirectly, but super indirectly they approach me, yes. But of course, that our narrative is very standard. So this is our narrative and this is our system. Anyone can join us. We are not refuting or rejecting or antagonizing people at all. So this is the system we want to, everyone can live in peace and prosperity. So no, I don't have a direct contact with Taliban.
Mr. Faik, what will be your last message to the Khorasan leaders who left the country and now living in other countries or Europe or in America what will be your last message, and what will be your exact bright message to your Khorasanis or to your followers?
Basically, our messages for our generation who have been expelled from the motherland, Khorasan. Our message is very clear and very keen as well. So we prepare ourselves to relaunch and to re-enter Khorasan. Our plan is to free Khorasan from Taliban, ISIS, and Al Qaeda and other terrorist groups. Our plan B is also free Khorasan from these tiny and from these barbarism and jingoistic groups. And also our plan C is free Khorasan. We don't have any plan. We are well on the way to achieve our goals. And we're bringing a lot of awareness through Khorasan International, our amazing platform we created. And also, I would like to mention here, Khorasan International is a new media that brought a grand paradigm shift to the market. You can see a lot of other medias, but they couldn't, bring that shift, that swift and amazing shift. Let me to produce some numbers, because men lie, women lie, but numbers never lie. Okay, let me to produce about our Facebook page. 1.5 million, for God's sake, people are watching us. 1.5 million. And also, we create more than 1 million impression and Twitter less than 1 month. What it means? It means people, they have sense of belonging to Khorasan. One of the person, he told me, Mr. Fike, we know that you don't have 3D, studio. You don't have a lot of flashy and cashy women's across the world. You don't have a lot of, very enhanced, very professional, reporters. But one thing you have, which other people, they don't have, your name is Khorasan International. This is why we love this media and we will support you. The support is absolutely miraculous. The reach out is really, really great. Of course, we have a lot of fallacy. Of course, we have a lot of failure. Of course, we have a lot of imperfections. Of course, we have a lot of technical issues, and we have a lot of lack of staff, because people, they don't want to display their face, because of their immunity and security of Taliban. There's a lot of perplexity and there's a lot of hurdles and obstacles, but that not prevent us, because I'm graduated from John C. Maxwell School. So leaders who create, opportunity in tense situations, we love and we embrace, challenge, and we embrace problems anywhere. Where do we find problems? We invest on it. So problem for us, another name for opportunity, or the new currency for the market. So we are doing very well. And that was the message for our young generation. We are here. A lot of people, I can say millions and millions, Khorasani, they prepare to enter inside Khorasan, to kick this Taliban out, because Taliban are nearly 100,000. Let me to say 500,000, but we more than 37 millions living in Khorasan, and we can kick them out without any arms, without any guns. Even with our empty hands, we can kick them out, and you can watch us how we kick them out soon.
We have honestly heard about your TV, Khorasan International, that since you have started, the first-hand information is coming through you. Through several medias, thousands first-hand informations are produced from inside Khorasan, and it's actually a big obstacle for the Taliban, and now they are very curiously moving themselves because they are watched by Khorasanis, and the first-hand information will be delivered to you and your TV, and it will be delivered and produced there. Thank you so much, Mr.
Absolutely. I would like to add one point on that, what you said. Khorasan International brought a divergent narrative, which is not in the market. You know, the crime, the carnage they perpetuate inside Khorasan has not been disseminated. So that is why we, frankly and straightforward, no, without any shally, without any hesitations, and we bring the news and we disseminate it. That's why we don't believe in censorship at all. And also, one more thing, we deregulate in the system of our media. There's a deregulation in our site. Thank you so much for having me again.
Thank you so much that you have accepted our Harsh Talk invitation, and hope to see you next time. Have a great day.
Have a nice day. Thank you.